she's so worried about Tamlin and spring court and everything, and everyone's just kind of like nothing's going on. And I feel like weirdly enough, the only person we can actually confide in or talk to is Nesta, which gotta say that was not who I thought. I would have thought we would have been able to talk to Elaine or something, but actually Nesta's kind of connecting with us now. But Elaine's like, she's immersed. She's like, I love this. Flushed and brilliant, Nesta had silently left at and didn't know. I'm thinking of buying the better land. My father was saying Elaine. Okay. I heard a rumor it will go up so since none of that's the fire. Since none of the family survived and it would be a good investment property, perhaps one of you girls might build a house on it when you're ready. Only what happened to the betters? Well, they can't find. That's the name she gave. Claire Better. Oh wait, hang on. Their house burned down and everyone died. Well, they couldn't find Claire's body. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, maybe I'm misjudging Reese. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but she looked down at her plate. It happened in the dead of night. The family, their servants, everyone. The day before you came home to us. Oh my gosh, that's the same timeline. Claire Better, our friend, remember? No, it couldn't have been a present because I had given the name to Reese-Ann. Please. I just want to, Melissa, I just want to like this one. I had already I counted my chickens before they were hatched. I was like, this is our guy. No, he's over here unaliving people. I don't know. Okay, this is what I want. I wanted just this to be easy because I feel like Tamlin was a roller coaster. I don't need this. I don't need this where he's killing off Claire Better, and I'm like, okay, but then he does something charming again. I can't do it. My heart can't take it. I can't do this. Oh, okay. That wasn't on the bingo card for him to kill an entire family. Unalive.
Well, I don't know for sure.
The only people in the room were him, unless it was Lucian, unless he was just mad. I don't know, or Tamlin. Oh, rats. Our friend remembered. Okay. I fought against the nausea that rolled within me. Pharaoh, which is happening not just the betters, but at my home in Brandon. Pharaoh. I will say, Ness is usually not my favorite person, but I do feel like Daddy's bothering us. We're like trying to think, and then this is Nessa. She doesn't just she hissed at him, quiet. I'm glad somebody did that to that guy. I've had it. Honestly, I feel like Nesta, kind of like being our ally at this point, is blowing my mind, and Daddy's just stays in La La Land. Elaine's just more worried about the flat. I mean, again, like Elaine in the spring court would be fantastic. That's all she's doing. She's just planting flowers, and Daddy's counting rubies like he's one of the 7 dwarfs. He's up there as soon as we come home. I don't even think he even bothered to see us. She looks up there and they're planting flowers, and he's got uncut rubies, and he's like, I can walk. Again, classic Grandpa Joe. A lot of Grandpa Joe energy from this man. And he's like, what's wrong, ladies? Did you not enjoy the party? We're rich again. I guarantee if he lost that money, he'd be like, oh, my leg, my cramps. I can't. I will say, I didn't expect Nesta to. I'm not saying she's our best friend. I'm just saying.
She's your friend.
No, I'm not going to say that either. I would say she's just not at the bottom. She's climbing.
Okay.
I mean, she's not leaps, but I mean, we're moving. We're moving. If she keeps this up.
This is Dane.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Possibly. I just remember how I felt about Dane, and I remember I was comparing. You had me do the top 10 of who I like, and I think I put Jack Barlow like 4 people above Dane. Real sorry about that, Dane. But I didn't know, so I'm like, is this one of those? I can't imagine her daddy ever climbing out there. That's way too much effort for him. I like that even favorite. Come on, favorite. No, favorite's like, maybe it's just a coincidence. That's a heavy coincidence. I lowered my hand and looked at Nesta. You must listen carefully, I said to her. I think something very bad might be happening in Prithian. Okay, at least she keeps these guys on a short chain. Thank you, Nesta. Ooh, I wonder if they're kind of waking up from it. It says it's like a fog. Let's see. But Nesta followed me up the. Okay, it's heating up, Mama. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry, I'm used to calling you that because the kids were just in here. I'm not calling you Mama. Okay, no, okay. It's okay. It is starting to heat up because it's now. Now we're getting to the part where I think we're gonna leave, and to me this is great. We stopped by. Everybody's doing good. Daddy's doing his thing. Elaine, beautiful garden. Let's get out of here. I mean, I'm glad they've got a better house. I'm wondering. I don't know if like Nesta's gonna go with us. Okay. Nesta's saying, we don't need you here. Do not look back. I don't feel like it's in a mean sense either. Mm-hmm. I think she's like, go, don't worry, we're fine kind of thing. They can lie, I said. Fairies can lie, and iron doesn't bother them one bit, but ash would. That seems to work. Take my money and buy a grove. Okay, some good news. We might come back to this house if she's made a grove of ash, and then we can start mowing these guys down. Okay, I love we're leaving, and Elaine's got the food satchel. Papa's nowhere in sight. He's letting us down again. The Elaine threw her orange around me. I remember all of it now. Okay, here we go. Be on your guard, all of you. Okay, we're doing it. We're leaving. Okay, I wrote all day. She's going back. Okay, I'm kind of low-key terrified. We only have regular arrows, so we can't even really stop fairies, but she's like, I gotta get back to Tamlin. This would have been so much easier if he would have just let her choose to stay. Because now we're having to go through the woods without him. And I feel like, if anything, he may not be my favorite. He's at least pretty strong. That would have been helpful. I had to get back, had to see what happened. And I want to say, Nesta said she couldn't get through. So that's why I'm like, I wonder if she's gonna have the same problem. It doesn't, nothing. And then my horse buckled and shook her head. Okay, they must be there. We're at an invisible wall now. But the fairies came and went through it. 2 days before I spotted. So there's like there's a gate. She found it. Magic stung my nose. Okay, we're in. We're back, baby. We made it. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I thought we were going to be stuck in the forest for a while. Okay, Timlin might be furious. Did she make it? Okay, hang on. I might be convincing. I didn't immediately. Okay, oh, we're there. How the birds didn't sing even as I drew closer to the manor itself. How the hedges of the estate looked as it needed a trim. Oh, he's gone. By the time I reached the gates, my mouth had gone dry. The gates were open, but the iron had been bent out of shape. So the whole place is destroyed. The whole house was destroyed. They're all gone. Okay. Okay, he sent us away for good reason. I'll give him that. But I feel like that was fast. I didn't expect to see. I will say things are moving now because we went from the beginning of the chapter. We were with the family, and now we're already back in the spring court. So at this point, I'm like, I don't even know what she's going to do. Let's see. Okay, that's true. There's no bodies at this point, so she's looking around. But I will say, I remember this. I'm not going to get caught up like I did last time. Like with Rebecca Yarros, where I was like, it's fine. We're just having dinner. And then next chapter, oh no, everything's on fire. It feels very reminiscent of that business that she does. It's good that she can hunt, and she's thinking that they're still alive and they walked out together, Lucian and Tamlin. But I'm like, what about Alice? Wait, something's still there. Appeared in the crack of the door. Something limped into the room and sniffed. I could only see the back. Plain cape, medium height. Perhaps. It's Alice. Okay. Okay, so she's okay. Let's see. You can't be here. She shook her. You were told to stay away. Is he alive? Yes, but okay. Okay, our crew's still alive. We've just moved locations. Unless this is Tamlin's like insanity of like when he loves and leaves them, he gets out of there fast. He moves towns. Hopefully that's not what's going on. Yes, but my knees buckling on solid belief, and Lucian alive as well. Okay, tell me everything. Like, where's all the blood coming from? Because there's no bodies. What are you doing here? I had to come back. I thought something had gone wrong. I had no hope. Oh, Alice tried to pull her mask off. I don't know why, because those things have been stuck on there. But the mask remained at Alice's side as she lowered her tree bark hands. Why is she hang on, I'm going to highlight that. Why would she think that could come off? She took him to her court under the mountain. Who? Oh no. Let's see. Why and who is she? What is she? Please just tell me. Just give us something. We need it. We need info bad. You want the truth, girl? Here it is. Then she took him for the curse because the 7 times 7 years ago are over. 7 times 7. Oh, like 49. And hadn't shattered the curse. She summoned all the High Lords to her court this time to make them watch her break him. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there. I'm thinking it's Reese. I'm hoping it's Reese, that he's our guy. The whole Claire thing, misunderstanding. Maybe somebody overheard. I don't know. It wasn't him. I'm still going to give him some passes, some things I would never give Tamlin, mainly due to the blonde hair and the fiddling. But I will say, I feel like with this is our opportunity. This is now turned, because what the Sorrel said, it was like, stay with the High Lord. Amarantha, we may not like her, but she's doing us a favor. Our bachelors have arrived at this point. One of these we're going to be living with. One of these is our guy.
So you're telling her to go there to play Fairy Bachelorette?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying the Sorrel told us to. It said stay with the High.
So you're saying that the Sorrel
said stay with the High Lord. And here's the great thing: we don't know which one. They're all there. If we go there, we'll find them. You know what I mean? We'll dig through the mountain and we'll go through. I don't know how many High Lords there are, but she said they're all there. So whatever the Sorrel was talking about, the Sorrel was really vague. Didn't say Tamlin. It means however many there are, they're all here. It's one of them is our person. I think it's Reese. I want it to. I don't know if I think it's. I want it to be him. I want it to be him. I feel like with the charisma, the arrogance, I feel like the shadows. It just is leading the way. The Claire thing. Did we know her? No, that's too much. No, that's too much. I feel like that's more than a speed bump, Melissa. I'm wrestling with that one. I can look past a lot. Like Tamlin, the cave loving, the crop loving. I couldn't look past it. Claire, I mean, he didn't even just go. It was the whole family. But Claire's gone. Maybe she's fine. Maybe he's helping her. I don't know. I'm hoping, or maybe it wasn't him. Maybe Lucian went crazy. I'd almost rather that. I don't know. So I do feel like this could be good for us going to Under the Mountain. Hang on. It might be dangerous, but again, it's like, I feel like the Sorrel we remember Sorrel was here before.
The danger is worth it.
Yes, because the Sorrel's best advice was.
Back to that.
The Sorrel said, stay with the High Lord. That was the best advice he gave. It was here before the beginning of time, Melissa. I don't think the Sorrel would lead us astray. You know, we did give it that chicken, but we did catch it and hurt its leg, and then the Naga showed up. Yeah, I don't know, maybe the Sorrel was like, I'm going to just lie and be like, yeah, stay with the High Lord. And really, she should be anywhere else. She should be on a boat.
Guess she'll have to see.
Okay, let's see. What curse? But 7 High Lords. Here we go. The High Lords. So there's 7 of them. Okay, that's easy. So there's the High Queen and then the 7. So she's above all 7 of them. Okay, so the High Queen is like she's the big mama. Okay, that's how it used to be. How it's always been. Until 100 years ago, she appeared in these lands as an emissary. Oh, weird. Okay, so 100 years ago, it was just the High Lords. Alice grabbed a satchel. Dude, why couldn't have Alice told us this like a week and a half ago? She went from court to court, Alice went on, charming the High Lords with talk of more trade between Hybern and Perinthian. More communication, more sharing assets. The never-fading flower, they called her. Ooh, okay. Is that Borton? Feels very tangled. Amarantha had a sister, and it's Salithia, and she fell in love with somebody named Jurian. Okay, okay. Alice, where was this? Seriously, a month ago. How helpful. We could have had molten chocolate and talked about this. Alice, okay. Jurian commanded the mighty human armies, but Sylvia was secretly sought out, still loved him with unrelenting madness. She was too blind to realize Jurian was just using her for information about Amarantha's army. Her hand. What happened? Jurian betrayed after months of stomaching being her lover. He got information he needed. Then he tortured and butchered her. And he used ash wood so she couldn't move while they did it. I'm like having to reread. This is a lot of... Alice is like, not telling us anything. And then she's like, by the way, she's giving us everything now. Okay. Let's see. But she was also cunning and cruel, and she waited until they absolutely trust her, until they gathered at a ball in her honor. And that night she slipped a potion. Once they drank, the High Lords were prone, their magic laid bare, and she stole their powers from where they originated inside their bodies, plucked them out of them like taking an apple from a branch, leaving them with only the basis elements of their magic. Your Tamlin, what you saw of him here, the power that he used to command. For 49 years, we have been her slaves. For 49 years, she's been biding her time, waiting for the right moment to break the treaty and take your lands. She who trapped... Oh, the deceiver. Okay, now they call her the deceiver. She who trapped the 7 lords and built her place beneath the sacred mountain. Oh, so they're not just meeting under a place. They're going, this is her palace that she's built under the mountain. The sacred mountain, the bald Musher's Peak that I'd spotted in the mural in the library all those months ago. But the sickness in the lands, Tamlin said, that the blight took their power. She is the sickness in these lands. Oh, okay. She's the threat. So now that this treaty is done, now she can invade the mortal lands too. You could have been the one to stop her. You could have been the one to free him of his power, him and his power, had you not been so blind of your own heart, humans. What? I didn't know. You couldn't know. It was part of Tamlin's curse. What was the curse? Okay. Okay. Don't know about Reese. But the thing is, we got to put Amarantha down. So Amarantha had the hots for Tamlin, so she's angry because I guess he wasn't falling for it. And then he sent Lucian to like, oh, let's talk it out. And she took Lucian's eye. The whole reason he's got that metal whirling eye is because of her. Okay, she's no good. She carved it out with her own fingernail and then scarred his face. She sent him back to Tamlin. The High Lord vomited when he saw his friend. Well, I feel like that's not okay. He's the one that sent her or sent him. That's crazy. Okay, so I couldn't have imagined myself with the state Lucian had been in if it made Tamlin sick. Alice tapped her mask, the metal pinging beneath her nails. After that, she hosted a masquerade under the mountain for herself. All the courts were present. A party, she said, to make amends for what she had done to Lucian, and a masquerade. Okay, wait. Let's see. So she didn't have to reveal the horrible scarring on his face. The entire spring court was to attend, even the servants, and to wear masks to honor Tamlin's shape-shifting powers, she said. He was willing to try to end the conflict with Slayer, and he agreed to go to bring all of us. Sounds like a terrible idea. Okay. Okay, man, this is getting good. Well, she claimed that peace could be had if Tamlin joined her as her lover and her consort. I know what consort is just because of Fourth Wing, so that's good. But when she tried to touch him, he refused to let her near, not after what she had done to Lucian. Okay, he scored a couple points. He said in front of everyone that night that he would sooner take a human to his bed. Well, he did that. He broke the curse. Okay. She might have let it go had he not have said that her own sister had preferred humans' company to hers, and that her own sister had chosen Jurin over her. Yikes, Tamlin. I feel like I think that's bold, but I feel like you got your whole crew there, and he's going crazy, and everybody's like, please get him. Just stop. No more, Tamlin. I went already knowing what Alice would say. You guessed it, how well that went over Amarantha. But she told Tamlin that she was in a generous way, told him she'd give him a chance to break the spell that she put upon us. He spat in her face, and she laughed. She said he had 7 times 7 years before she claimed him, before he had to join her under the mountain. If he wanted to break the curse, he needed to find a human girl willing to marry him, but not any... Oh, gosh. Dang it. I feel like the writing was on the wall. It's Beauty and the Beast, but the last petal dropped. We're screwed. Is that what it is? Oh, no. It's like if we didn't make it. If Belle didn't get there in time. A human or a human girl. A human with ice in her heart. Well... Okay. With a hatred for our kind. A human girl willing to kill a fairy. Worse, the fairy she killed had to be one of his own men. Man, this is a very specific curse. I'm like, she had to, hopefully she wrote this down. This is a lot of info. Okay. So, was it Andros? Andros, he was supposed to be there. He sent out his own men to... Okay. That's why nobody's at the court. He's done this before. I mean, I gotta say, not a good time to be friends with Tamlin. He's like, hey, Craig, buddy, hey, sorry, I need to turn you into a wolf. You gotta go on the other side of the wall. Make sure she's angry and hot, baby. And so is that what he does? He sends over his boys over, and hotties kill him, and then he goes and retrieves them? I'm conflicted. I don't know. I mean, I thought Tinder and stuff was wild. This is Tamlin's living some next level stuff over there. That was a lie. There was no provision for that in the treaty. You can kill as many innocent fairies as you want and never suffer consequences. You killed Andros, so not by Tamlin, as that day's sacrifice. Like how? But again, then I'm like, how many? Oh, because we're at the end of the 49 years. Oh, gosh. Okay, Andros was looking for a cure, Tamlin had said. He was looking for women to kill them. That's crazy. Okay, not for some magical blight, but a cure to save Prithian from Amarantha and a cure for the curse. The wolf Andros had just stared at... That's why he just sat there. Oh, my gosh. Let me... Okay, so it could begin the chain of events that Tamlin... So Andros was like, all right, kill me so you can start dating my buddy. That's a good friend. I don't know how to, we never met. I don't know if we're going to meet Andros. I think he's gone, but boy, I will say that's got to be one of his best buddies. I can't imagine ever having that request. Okay. And if Tamlin had sent Andros across the wall, knowing he might very well die. Oh, Tamlin. Okay, Alice stooped over. No wonder why they were so angry when she showed up. Because they already knew, because they're like, if a mortal girl comes back, it means Andros isn't coming back. I mean, honestly, it makes that the lady from Beauty and the Beast not seem so bad. I mean, we just turned into clocks and stuff like that, or candlesticks. I mean, Amarantha was like, you know what? And you got to send your buddies, and women need to hunt them down, and then you're going to date them, and then they got to love you. I'm like, this is... I feel like she just kind of took it a step further. She went a little too far.
Too far for you?
I think a little bit. Okay, now I wasn't worried about going to the mountain. This lady's wild. I don't know. I'm like, can Reese meet us outside? Oh, no. Okay. The spell on Tamlin could only be broken if she did that before the 49 years were over. If that girl said to his face, oh gosh, he said he loved you. And at that point, I feel like she does love him. And she just never said it. This is our fault. We should have said it and helped him at least. Oh, okay. If that girl said to his face, and meant it with her entire heart. Amarantha knows humans are preoccupied with beauty and thus bound us to the mask on our faces, to his face, so he would be more difficult to find a girl willing to look beyond the mask. I mean, I'm sorry. No, the description we got of the mask was not blocking much, but he went from a 10 to like a 9.8. And to be honest, if you're just frozen, she did him a favor. I mean, honestly, this lady's wild. If she really wanted to get him, I feel like they were all in these beautiful ballroom masks. Can you imagine? She was like, hey, everybody meet at the mountain. We're going to do like a redneck party, and everybody showed up, Tamlin's in jean shorts, mullet, and all that's frozen on them. Then you're in trouble. You ain't never gonna find anybody. I mean, wouldn't that would have really changed the whole book, though? Can you imagine her going into this?
Anybody would have wanted
No, can you imagine going this? Like Lucian's got his mullet, his Daisy Dukes on. He's like, "Come on in, baby." Yeah, so she could. I will say, a gold mask, not so bad. Mullet, Daisy Dukes, a lot worse. So I feel like Tamlin, 49 years. I feel like we had a chance at least. Okay, I thought that each of the High Lords were at their kingdom. It's only Tamlin that was at his. She's like, no, she keeps them and her entire courts under the mountain. So they've got all this land, but everyone's living under the court except for Tamlin. Mm-hmm. That's why nobody's really over there. It's just Tamlin in the spring court, and that's it. And then I guess Rhys, because he's like her special guy, he's allowed to kind of come and go as he pleases. She had to say, because it's what she felt. She just didn't say it. Tell that to Tamlin. He had only 3 days after you left, before the 49 years were over. 3 days, and he let you. Man, I feel like if Tamlin would have just kept her a little bit longer. I feel like we were almost there. We were almost about to say it. She came here with her cronies at the exact moment 7 times 7 years were over, and seized him, along with most of the court, and brought them under the mountain to her, such as creatures like me are too lowly for her, though she's not above murdering us for sport. I try. So if the masks stay on, it means he hasn't decided to be her lover. Even then, he'll never regain his full powers, and she'll never let those under the mountain go. So that's why she pulled at it. So it means he hasn't agreed to anything. That's good. How do I get under the mountain? Oh, okay. Here we go, Melissa. Here we go. We're going. Okay. You can't go under the mountain. No human who goes in ever comes out. I squeeze. How do I get there? You're a human. Your flesh is paper thin. Hey, buddy. Come here. Oh, must be worried about Amarantha, too. Let me get my guy. There we go, buddy. All right, there we go, buddy. I'm almost done.
The people get to see our blonde child.
Yes, that is kind of crazy. As I'm like, the blonde going crazy. I'm like, my own boy. He just won't be the MMC, you see. Maybe we'll get him some dyes.
Some Liam energy right there.
That's true. Here's the thing. Liam, solid character.
Not Tamlin.
Not yet. But you know what?
You're having a little change of heart.
It is, because it's like, I feel like him sending out his buddies. I was like, that's crazy. But he had to. A lot of the stuff he had to do. I don't like this. I like knowing my. I need us to. Lucian talked about mates. I need to know who that is, and I do feel like it is one of the High Lords, because the surreal told us, and that thing I don't think can lie. I hope not. But we found out the fairies can. Okay, I'm stressed, and we have to stop now. I'm stressed, and we have to stop. We're going to Amarantha. Alice is like, as you wish. I think Alice is already mad at us because we didn't break the curse, so she's like, whatever. I'll drop this idiot off. Get rid of her. Amarantha, here she is. Oh no! But this is the spot. This is the classic spot in the book. You get to that 60-70%.
His head is like down here, and he looks like he's some sort of like animal, or something like.
He's my animal. To be continued.
To be continued.